Hi and welcome to another edition of the Boiled Egg Safari. We have a guest today. Our friend Fabio has agreed to show us what to look for when foraging for edible mushrooms right here in the city. Unfortunately we can't enter the park due to restrictions, but the conditions are perfect, so we hope to find some mushrooms along the road nearby.
We haven't had a lot of rain yet, but the soil is quite damp, so with the sunlight it's getting the spores the mushroom to come up. They do come up here, they're going to get soggy very quickly because they don't have the sunlight yet. So they can dry a little bit on the top surface.
So would it be preferable to hunt on this side as opposed to on that side?
Correct. So we should be able to find some more along this island and the bottom part closer to the residence there.
So anything with a strange colour you avoid?
Strange colour and gills.
So let's find the description here. Dense clusters.
1 to 6 centimeters.
It's 1 to 6 centimeters. So it says it is edible when cooked. So they do say should not be eaten unless verified by an expert.
You want to actually be able to smell rotting vegetation. Then you know you're in an area where there's enough moisture in the ground. You can smell everything is wet and it's starting to ferment, get rotten. That's when you want to be out there looking for mushrooms. It's not normal to find them amongst grass, the porcini mushrooms, but if you go up into Newlands forest, you'll see a lot of that. They've got almost like ferny type of plants.
Right.
They do grow amongst that as well.
So they prefer like open ground, not...
Well, they need the sunlight, so they don't want to be trying to grow up between plants that they're not getting sun, and they need to be near either oak or pine. Call a slippery jack, as I understand it. It's a bit old, it's got a bit green underneath, so if you want to cook it, you literally tear this spongy part off here, and then you're eating the white meat. Give that a wipe off for the lappy, get all the sand off, eat the stalk or the stipe, and you can eat this part. Sometimes you find, sometimes you don't, but you've had a good walk and chill away. You smell when you come to this side, it's wet. You can smell the difference from this side to that side.
What were you saying there? There's too much cover on the ground.
Too much ground cover here. So we want to go just a little bit further on and you'll see that the ground cover, we want to be able to see pine needles on the floor. This is what we're wanting, bro. This is the poppy. You see there? It's quite a hard mushroom, firm. And this one we're taking home. Let's check something. That's old. This both edible, but this is old. You can see the sponge underneath here if you cut it through. It's drying up already. It's been out probably a week or two already. This is a porcini. This is what we're after. You can see the nice thick stem. Clean this all off. And you can see the underside. The porcini cools over. It's a firm flesh. Even stipe is quite firm. And this is all edible. Mushrooms in the Western Cape you can pretty much harvest autumn, winter, spring. All depends what our weather's doing. For the mushrooms to spore and to grow, they need moisture, so the soil needs to be quite damp and it needs warmth from the sun. So autumn is ideal for the Western Cape, spring as well. Winter you do get some, but if it's rain straight after they've come up, then they get all soggy and mushy. So yeah, you want to wait until there's rain. As soon as you get some sunlight afterwards, within a week to 2 weeks you go and you go start harvesting mushrooms. That's when they come up. So probably I'd say in my early teens, maybe even as a 9-year-old, 10-year-old, used to go up with my father and my uncles, and being Italian, that's what they learned, you know, to forage in the mountains. So that's why I don't know all the edible mushrooms. I just know what they taught me is edible, and those are the ones I harvest. So yeah, these are little slippery jacks. They're quite old already, so we're going to leave them. all get cut off. Stalk is still quite firm. Definitely can make something in the pot.
Awesome.
Look at that.
So yeah, in this case, is a little bit old, there's a little worm. All you gotta do, you cut around the edge here. Cut all of this off. Some people, like I say, do eat the green part. I choose not to, it's a bit slimy. So this is the part that you're gonna eat, the white part, and the stem.
That smells amazing.
All mushrooms are edible. Most of them will kill you, some don't.